It's just on TV bit with another video, and before I start, just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone and hope you have a good New Year. And yeah, Rangers were back in SPL action today, and we're at home to Hibs, and the final score was Rangers 1, Hibernian 1. Goals come from Morelos and McGregor. And yeah, it was a bit of a weird game. Rangers seemed to look to, were creating a lot of chances in the first half, looked really good, and yeah, it just seemed to kind of momentum just seemed to kind of go out. But the 11 that played today was McGregor nets, back 4 of Taverner, Goldson, Worrell and Halliday, midfield 3 of McCrory, Koulibaly, Jack, up front Candace, Morelos and Middleton. And yeah, like I say, it was a weird game. Rangers looked to be very dominant in the first 45 minutes, and on the 25th minute Candace put the ball through. Morelos managed to beat the last defender and put the ball across past Bogdan to make it Rangers 1-0 at half time. Or just before that, Goldson got, from what a lot of fans were saying, were flattened, and they didn't look kind of cut and looked okay, but second half he just looked really dodgy. He looked like he couldn't walk, a couple of feet. He seemed to just not have the legs to play. And yeah, 61st minute, Gerrard decided to take him off for Katic, and yeah, like I said, Rangers looked to be okay, but come the 70th minute, Hibs made 2 changes and I think changed the formation, because after that Rangers just seemed to sit back and Hibs started just to get more in the game and had a few chances going past the net. So on the 85th minute, Gerrard decided to do a double sub. Middleton and Koulibaly went off for Lafferty and Rossiter, and Rossiter and Lafferty had a bit of a good impact. Lafferty just unlucky and hit the post through the keeper's fingertip save. But yeah, like I say, Rangers just after that it was just they sat too deep, and the ball went on the left side, came across, and Darren McGregor just headed past Halliday and put it into the net to make it 1 each. McGregor, unlucky, did get a hand to it, but just had a bit more power to beat them. But yeah, like I say, it was a really weird game, as in that Rangers, seemed to look to be at least getting 3 points, and for whatever reason, or basically not taking their chances, ended up conceding. But I think it's going to be a really interesting transfer window. I know there's reports that are saying that the Liverpool striker, I think it's Slanky, apparently there's been rumours saying he's going to reject the chance to go to Rangers. I think Ibrox News had reported, I think in the last half hour or so, that there's apparently talks that Rangers are going to try and look at Shanklin from Ayr United. I think it's one of these things that obviously he's playing, if you want to call it, championship level in Scottish championship level or League One, Division 1, sorry, and I think it's something that, yeah, it is lower league teams that he's scoring against, but, you know, I think like most players, you'll say, you know, whether it's kind of League 1, League 2, whether it's Scotland, England, Italy, whatever, you know, to score, I think it's something like 30 odd goals so far this season. With him, obviously, I think his contract runs out in the summer. There has been reports that I think Swansea have talked about tabling something like 220,000 for him. So yeah, I think you're probably talking maybe about £250,000 for him after that. But you know, obviously it depends whether Shanklin wants to go to Swans or not, but it is something that, you know, it's all fine, say, bringing another striker in. It's more of, I think there's more players that need to be considered to be brought in. I still think, I think a playmaker type of player is something that's definitely needed. Yeah, Arfield does do a lot, but he can't rely on him all the time. For example, he didn't even play at all today. Koulibaly seems to do okay, but depending on the second or third game, his legs seem to just disappear and it gets real tired. And yeah, I think it's something that another midfielder would be required. Possibly, I know a lot of people would say in a centre back, unless McCrory would play there and, you know, put Jack in kind of the defensive midfield. I don't know, but maybe a centre back, maybe not. I don't know. Like say, McCrory can play there, but I think something that's definite is possible a full back. I think this playing Flanagan at left back, you know, when he's a right back, doesn't, you know, it seems strange that of all the positions that gets changed, whether it's, you know, like for instance Goldson, you know, because of injury went off, but you know, sometimes it's been Goldson and Macaulay, Worrell, Macaulay, Goldson and Katic, Worrell and Katic. You know, there has been changes in the centre back position, and it just seems that obviously McGregor's, you know, about 99% won't change unless maybe a cup game or injury or maybe rest. But it seems that Taverner seems to be playing right back quite a bit, and you know, maybe needs a rest, maybe he doesn't, but I think today he wasn't at his best, and I'm not saying, I think there was quite a few players that weren't as good. I think Candace didn't have his best game, he did struggle. I think obviously trying to cover back, Koulibaly, like I said, did okay, but you know, during the second half he seemed to just tire. Middleton was okay, but didn't seem to get much of the ball when he did. It was, yeah, I think he was in two minds whether to go forward or put the ball back. Ward did okay, had a few decisions where, you know, he probably should have, you know, just make sure that his man doesn't beat them, etc. But, you know, I think overall, McCrory and McGregor and Jack were probably, and even Morelos, I'd say, were probably the best four. Had a good game. I know McCrory got man of the match, so it obviously showed that he had probably one of the best games that he's had so far coming back from injury. But yeah, it's now probably one of the biggest games for Rangers this season. Anyway, was Celtic on Saturday, and yeah, it's going to be a really tough game. I think there's going to be changes. What, I don't know. I just kind of don't want it to be where we're going, basically playing something like 5-4-1, and we're sitting back and just letting Celtic attack, like I think it was 2 or 3 seasons ago in I think it was one of the cup semi-finals, and then it was the league. And yeah, it's not something I was used to seeing. I know a lot of fans as well were, after the game, were absolutely puzzled why Rangers didn't even attack until later on. But hopefully, Rangers have a okay game on Saturday. As someone said, you never know what happens. Rangers could win maybe 1-0. But I think, me personally, I think maybe 4-4-2 is something that needs to be looked at. I know it doesn't seem to be everyone's kind of formation, but I think having Lafferty, Morelos, especially the St Johnstone game, proved that they probably can work. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game, and we'll see what happens. Big thanks to everyone that's been watching and leaving a like and subscribing. It's really appreciated. Please, if you're new or you haven't done so, just hit the subscribe button. It's really appreciated. It helps the channel grow, and tell your friends as well. Try and get them to subscribe and get the channel kind of growing more. And yeah, on a kind of disappointment day, I suppose, but a point's better than a loss, I suppose. But yeah, big thanks to everyone that's been watching, and I'll see you Saturday. Alright, thanks guys.